So welcome guys back to SarzCAD Studio. In this video we're going to be talking about the part 2 of this course, and in the course we're going to be talking about a 3-bedroom modern duplex house which we are modeling. In the previous class, just to recap, we discussed on the blocking out on the very first part of the course, or in the video rather. So what we're going to be doing today, as you can see, I've already blocked out the staircase and I've done the same thing. So we need to start modeling. So before we start modeling, quickly I'm going to share with you how I got to block out the staircase, and which we're going to use to model the interior. We're not really focusing on the interior design, so we're going to do that, but our main focus is to is the exterior, just like what we have in this picture. Reference, you can see what we have here. You can see how the house is. So that is what we have in the reference. We're going to replicate that in the course. And don't forget, this is a part 2. Make sure to stay with us to the end of the video, and let's get this. All right, back to the video, back to the blocking out which we did. So I'm just going to show you the guys the staircase part, and this is what we did, is what we got. So from this block here to this block we have 3.4. Don't forget to use your tape, that is your T on your keyboard. So from here you can left click and drag to this endpoint. So we have about 3.4. so what we have in the first staircase is about 0.35 2. You can make that a whole number if you want. We now have an existing number here, 3.9 0.3936. So you can see that. Okay, so that is what consists, and that is what we still have here. We have the total distance of the staircase, the length of the staircase, which is 3.4, and the total width of the staircase, if you zoom from here, at which is 2.344, and that is just that. So without further wasting of your time, let's start to block out. The first thing you need to do is to switch to the isometric. So the isometric is at this point. So if you click on this point, automatically you switch to the isometric. Or from the top reference, you can just use your center mount button, click on it. When you click on it, you can just press spacebar, since we're already in the drag tool, which is your H. So if you click on spacebar, we automatically go to the select tool. So you can click on your center mouse button, click on it. So you can click on your center mouse. So when you click on center mouse button, you find out that you can just do it that way, but it's actually very stressful using this way. Alright, so that is how you can pan around. So click on center mouse button and you just drag over around your mouse. So you can even go back to that plane, but you can use this to hover around the isometric plane and the top view plane. So the best way to do that, if you're in your top view, is to click on this area here. So you've gone to isometric, so we're just going to pan around a little bit, orbit around a little bit. So just hold your center mouse button and hover around here. Okay, alright, so that's it. So let's start to block out. So to block out, we're going to use the push pull tool. Alright, so use your P on your keyboard, or you can select this from this drawing toolbar section here. So to do that, don't forget our drawings are this is in groups, so you can see the what do you call this, that zero cancel icon there, showing that you cannot press pull that up. So the essence of why we need this press pull tool is because we want to extrude up. So you can see from the thumbnail of this course, from this video, it's showing you that you need to extrude. So we're going to extrude up to 3.6. So press P, left click on this, drag up and press your 3.6. So 3.6. So what we need to do now to replicate that is just to double click on this, because that is the previous thing we did. So if you double click on this, it's going to go up. Double click on this, double click on this, double click on this, double click on this, and you can do the same thing for this area. Sorry, press escape. So if you make a mistake like that, maybe you double click on this instead and it goes back, you can just press your Ctrl Z on your keyboard and you can double click on this. So you can see that that makes a mistakes here, because that is the previous thing we did, and the previous thing you do in SketchUp always show forth in the recent or in the next thing you're going to do. So if for instance we take this up to, let's say 2 meters, and we try to do the same thing here, we're going to get the same thing. Okay, so make sure to undo what you've done. So Ctrl Z is to undo that, and let's try to make another progress forward by using new measurements. So drag up, and you can click here, or you can just press on your keyboard 3.6. okay, and press enter. So when you do 3.6, it's going to go up. So the same thing here. This is going to be a very big glass we will put here. So 3.62, double clicking. So we're just going to do that in this area to take that place. The same thing here, the same thing here, the same thing here. Likewise here, likewise here, likewise here, likewise here, and there you go. So let's quickly block out this area too. 3.6, the same thing, the same thing. We cannot do that because that's in a group. So in a bit, I'm going to show you guys how to block out, you know, what we've block out this surface that are grouped. Something like this area that is showing you a cancel sign, a small cancel sign around the principal icon you can see here. Okay, so let's just do that. 3.6 up, double clicking. That's what I'm doing. Double left clicking rather. So the same thing here too. You can just drag up if you're not really sure about that, or if you don't want to drag this up, you can just drag here and click here. Okay, so that is just that. So you can just drag this up here, double click this, double click this, double click this. The same thing here. You can see how easy it looks like in SketchUp, right? It's not that difficult. So we just do this, and you can just be zooming in and out using your center mouse to control the camera, so you can just get it right. So double click, double click, double click. All right, so you need to double click this area too. Okay, which is nice. Double click on this. The same thing here. Just take your time and double click on those things. All right. And that is that. So this is where our glass will stay. Don't forget, in the reference we have a glass here. All right, so that is where it's going to stay. That is where it's going to stay. All right, so you can see back in this view, you can see how it looks like. So now that we are done double clicking, let's go to this area and the first floor, because this is the first floor and this is the ground floor, rather the ground zero, and this is the first floor. All right, so we're going to double click on this. So press spacebar on your keyboard, or you can click here. Don't forget, this is a press pull tool showing that it's selected. The bounding blue box is showing that it's selected, so you can use your select tool. You can left click on here, or you can decide to press that in your keyboard, which is spacebar. So when you press the spacebar, it's automatically selected as you select tool. So select tool helps us to select a group or select an object in your navigation space. This is a navigation space where we are drawing on, so we can double click on this area here. So if you select this, you find out that you can now select it, so you can press P on your keyboard or left click on this blue bounding box, which shows us push pull. So your push pull tool is used to extrude faces and create 3D forms, just like you see here. So we can click that or press P on your keyboard, so we can just drag this up to this area. Okay, which is nice. All right, so after doing that, you can just click outside or press escape to go outside of the select section. Okay, so which is a very good time to make a window or a door closure. So currently what I'm going to use is 400 meter down, so we can have a lintel level for our window and doors. Although it's going to we're not going to use that randomly for all aspects. For now, we're just going to use that. So the best way to do that, you can see this is actually colliding. It's not really, so we can repair that. So press your push pull tool, select this face showing that it's selected already. Click and you have to just snap it with this. Okay, so that is settled. So let's do that now. So the best way to do it is to, let's use your select tool. Don't click yet, press Control. You find out there's a plus icon close to the, and you can just click the face, go down and press your 04, which is 400. I think we need to go down to, sorry, that's not what I intend doing. So press Ctrl Z and let's go back to, let's use about 500. 500 seems good, so I'm going to use that. I think that is okay. I'll just use 600. Okay, 600 deep beam, which is not too bad. I think 400 is okay, so let's just go with 500. Okay, so use a press pull tool, click down, press Control first of all, then click down, and you can use 0.5. 0.5 is okay. So we're going to do that with the plus icon still selected, so all the building. Alright, so the best way to do this to achieve it, press Ctrl Z, is so you can delete this space to do that together. Okay, press E on your keyboard to select the eraser, or you can select it from here. Press P and Control, select. You can use this as a reference, then you can continue that. If you don't want to delete those spaces to select them together, you can do that. Okay, so let's just do that for all of them. Okay, so here, press P, like that, which is okay. So let's do that for this place too. This area. Okay, that is done too. You can do that here, you can do that here. You can do that also to this area. To this area too. Okay, do that here. Do that here. So what we are actually doing is double clicking, and we are creating ways to create an opening or window opening, so we can have our lintel and a beam. So that is what we are doing. So just stay with us to the end to see even something which is more exciting. Okay, now that we are done doing that, it's time to create the floor. Okay, so let's create our floor. So I'm gonna put this into a tag or a layout, so we can hide this for now. So and make sure so before I hide this, I'm just gonna click on the both of them and take them up. So press M on your keyboard and left click on this area, drag it up a little bit to, let's say, point, because I want to use a thickness of 300, right? I want to use thickness of 200 rather, or 250. We use 250. So 250, that is what we are going to use. Alright, so you can see how this is looking already. It's taking that. Alright, it's time to put this in a layer. So we're just going to go and create a layer for this. So to create a layer, we're going to go to text and click on this, and now you need to rename this as staircase. Can I make a stair? Just want to make it capital. Stair is okay. So you can just select it. If this is selected, you can just pull Control on your keyboard and select 2. You can see the plus icon. Notice the plus icon when you select, or when you press your Control tool, and when you unpress it, it's just a normal arrow. But pressing it is a plus sign. So when you've selected the two of them, if you've not selected any of them, you can select this and hold it Control and select this. Okay, so go to on tab, you can see stair here, and you successfully do that. So if I'm just going to uncheck this eyeball here, you can find that this is already deleted. Only the reference will be showing forth So that is how we can do that. So if we go back to the top reference, you find out that it's still there. So we want to hide it for now, and we want to save our drawing. So to save it, to save the scene, first of all, before you save the drawing, so you right click it so that that will not show in case you go out of this view, something like this, and you press this. You can see that it doesn't show, but to bring it back, you can just left click on this, right click on your top reference, and left click on update. So when you update that, even if you go outside or you come back, you're going to see your staircase layer, which is actually back. So after doing that, what we need to do currently, we need to so just to make things clearer, this is not a staircase. This is like a slant place where the car is going to drop down from. This is supposed to be our staircase, because if we look from the reference image we have here, you can see that this is the staircase here, and this is where the slant area the car is going to be dropping from to the interlocking area, then outside the road. Okay, so when we are doing that, we need to take that into account. And just to see, this is a wall that demarcates from this building, showing you there is maybe a garden actually there, because we don't really have the full view of the building, so we just have to assume that that's a garden or something that is inside the building, just to add some more realism, like a vegetation, a tree, a live tree, or some artificial tree thereabouts. Okay, back to a drawing. So so you have to take that into account. So that is just that for this particular part. In the next part, we're talking about more modeling, how we can connect the windows and the doors, including the floors, and giving definite heights of the floor from the floor to the ceiling. Okay, so that's what we're going to be modeling in the next part of this course. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll be creating the next part in no distant time, and for you to stay tuned, you have to turn on the notification bell if you've not. And see you guys in the next video, in the next course. Thank you for watching.